Why your belly fat won't go away after 40. The hormone and sleep fix no one talks about. The information shared in this video is purely for educational purposes and should never replace professional medical advice. Before we get started, make sure you stay with me all the way to the end. I've got an exclusive free gift waiting for you that can seriously level up your results. With that said, let's jump right in. You're doing everything right. The workouts, the salads, the cutting back on dessert, and that belly fat? Still there. What if the problem has nothing to do with willpower? Meet Mike. He's 44, works a desk job in Ohio, coaches his kids' soccer team on weekends, and eats pretty clean. He started going to the gym 4 months ago. Lost a few pounds at first. Then nothing. The scale stopped moving. And every morning when he looks in the mirror, that stubborn ring of fat around his midsection just stares back at him. Mike thinks he's failing. He's not. His body is running a completely different program than it was at 25. And nobody told him the rules changed. Here's what's actually happening inside your body after 40, and why the advice you've been following was designed for a younger version of you. Let's start with the hormone nobody wants to talk about at dinner. Cortisol. This is your body's primary stress hormone, and after 40, it starts behaving very differently. When you were younger, cortisol would spike during stress and then drop back down quickly. Clean cycle. But aging disrupts that rhythm. Now cortisol can stay elevated for much longer, especially if you're not sleeping well, work long hours, or carry daily low-grade stress. And here's the critical part. Chronically high cortisol tells your body to store fat. Specifically, in your abdomen. Your body literally treats belly fat as a survival reserve when it senses prolonged stress. So the more stressed you are, the more your body hoards fat around your midsection. It's not a willpower failure. It's biology. But cortisol doesn't work alone. It has a partner in crime. Insulin resistance starts becoming far more common after 40, and most people have no idea they're developing it. Here's the simple version. When you eat carbohydrates, your blood sugar rises and your pancreas releases insulin to process it. Insulin is essentially a key that unlocks your cells so they can absorb glucose for energy. But when cortisol stays high, it interferes with that key. The locks on your cells start to malfunction. Your pancreas has to pump out more and more insulin just to do the same job. And the excess glucose? Your body converts it directly into fat, stored right where you don't want it. Studies published in major endocrinology journals have confirmed that insulin sensitivity declines significantly with age, and the combination of elevated cortisol and poor sleep accelerates this dramatically. Which brings us to the next piece of the puzzle Mike is completely missing. Sleep. And not just the quantity of it, the architecture of it. Your body doesn't just rest when you sleep. It performs critical hormonal repairs. Human growth hormone, which helps burn fat and build lean muscle, is released primarily during deep sleep. After 40, your ability to reach and sustain deep sleep naturally declines. You spend more time in lighter sleep stages. You wake up more often. And if you're like Mike, you're staying up past midnight scrolling your phone, then wondering why you feel exhausted by 2 p.m. Here's an analogy that might stick with you. Imagine your hormonal system is like a factory that runs the night shift. It does its most important maintenance work while you're asleep. But if the factory keeps getting interrupted, if the lights keep turning on and off, the machinery breaks down. Production fails. That's what's happening in your body when your sleep is fragmented or shallow. The hormonal maintenance doesn't happen. Fat burning stalls. There's also your circadian rhythm to consider. Your body operates on a precise 24-hour internal clock that governs cortisol, melatonin, insulin sensitivity, and metabolism. Light exposure at night, especially from screens, disrupts melatonin production and throws that clock off. When your circadian rhythm is disrupted, your body literally doesn't know when to burn fat and when to store it. Research from sleep institutions has shown that even modest sleep disruption can impair glucose metabolism within a matter of days. Now let's talk about the hormonal shifts that are specific to your 40s. For men, testosterone begins declining around age 30, and the drop becomes more noticeable through your 40s. Lower testosterone means less muscle mass, slower metabolism, and a greater tendency toward fat storage, especially viscerally, which is the deep belly fat around your organs. For women, perimenopause and the decline in estrogen before we even reach full menopause creates a dramatic shift in where the body stores fat. Suddenly, women who always carried weight in their hips start accumulating it in their belly. This is estrogen-driven redistribution. And it's real, documented, and frustrating. Before we go deeper, if this is hitting home for you, do yourself a favor and hit the like button and subscribe. This channel is built around cutting through the noise with real science, not recycled diet advice. More coming every week. Now let's bust a myth that might actually be making your problem worse. Intense daily exercise after 40 without adequate recovery is not the solution. It's often part of the problem. When you push your body hard every single day without proper rest, cortisol spikes. Repeatedly. Your already stressed hormonal system takes another hit. You actually create more of the hormonal environment that stores belly fat. Mike was going to the gym 6 days a week. Hard cardio, heavy lifting. He was proud of it. But he was flooding his system with cortisol repeatedly and never giving his body time to regulate. The research actually supports lower intensity movement done consistently. Walking is one of the most powerful tools for lowering cortisol and improving insulin sensitivity. A 20 to 30-minute walk after meals has been shown in multiple studies to blunt the insulin spike from food significantly. Resistance training 2 to 3 times per week builds the muscle that boosts your resting metabolism. But recovery matters as much as the work itself. Let's talk nutrition, not a diet. A timing and quality approach. Refined carbohydrates and ultra-processed foods spike blood sugar rapidly, triggering that insulin response we talked about. After 40, your body is already less equipped to handle those spikes. Prioritizing protein at every meal is critical because it keeps you full, stabilizes blood sugar, and preserves muscle mass. Healthy fats, avocados, olive oil, nuts, they slow glucose absorption and support hormone production. And eating within a consistent window, even as simple as not eating for 2 to 3 hours before bed, gives your insulin levels time to drop overnight and allows fat burning to occur during sleep. Now the sleep fix. This is non-negotiable. Set a consistent bedtime and wake time even on weekends. Your circadian rhythm thrives on consistency. Stop screen exposure at least 60 minutes before bed. The blue light suppresses melatonin and keeps cortisol elevated. Keep your bedroom cool and dark. Your core body temperature needs to drop to initiate deep sleep. And here's a powerful one. Get sunlight in your eyes within 30 minutes of waking up. Natural morning light resets your cortisol curve for the day, giving you a healthy morning spike that then declines properly, rather than staying elevated throughout the day. For stress, even 10 minutes of intentional breathing or mindfulness daily has measurable effects on cortisol levels in clinical research. This isn't soft advice. It's biochemistry. Here's your action plan. Walk 20 to 30 minutes daily. Lift weights 2 to 3 times a week with rest days. Eat protein-first meals. Eliminate late-night snacking. Get to bed at a consistent time. Kill the screens before sleep. Get morning sunlight. And manage your stress like it's part of your fitness plan, because it is. Mike made these changes over 8 weeks. No extreme diet. No punishing workouts. Just working with his hormones instead of against them. The belly fat started moving. Here's the truth nobody tells you. After 40, getting lean isn't about pushing harder. It's about understanding a completely different biological system and making smarter, targeted choices. Your body isn't broken. It's just running new software. And now you know how to update it. Ready to accelerate your results? Go to the description below by clicking the More button twice to watch your next must-watch video, or click it here on your screen. This will skyrocket your results and kickstart your journey. Watch it now so you don't miss out. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe. Also, grab your copy of my free keto ebook in the description and join our health community for more health-boosting tips. Thank you for watching. Your support means everything.